Dungeons & Drimbus is rated R for rude language, rough violence, and raunchy humor.
Here is what happened previously on Yes, Chef. After awaking in a walk-in freezer, Butch discovers Kilana Golds with a pitchfork in her gut. After removing it, he confirms it is the mark of the devil. A police officer lets them out, and they discover the entire kitchen crew and several of the diners were attacked, injured, and many killed. They rush out into the dining room. Butch says goodbye to the pit, and Kilana searches for her uncle. The stealth inspector buys them time to slip out as they head to the hospital to visit Giancarlo and Ray. As Kilana goes to get her uncle a jello cup, Giancarlo communicates that the devil is here and the hospital is not safe. Kilana is assaulted by 3 massive lunch ladies and runs for her life. Butch dashes out in search of her. They bump into each other in the hallway and make a mad dash for the exit, peeling out in Butch's car. And now, Dungeons & Drimbus presents Yes, Chef. A recipe has no soul. You, as a cook, must bring soul to the recipe. Kilana, you feel a burst of heat on your face. You freeze, staring into the flames, dancing with life. A primitive force of destruction with no regard for anything but its own propagation. The fires are breathing, alive, and they would consume the world for another second of breath. They might just consume you, if you let them. Jesus, kill! Your dad, Roscoe, shouts at you, "Move the skillet off the heat!" And you snap back to reality as you stare at the flaming skillet.
Sorry.
You go to move the skillet, and in your panic, do so with your left, ungloved hand. A searing pain shoots through you as you reflexively pull back. Your dad shouts, "With the glove!" as you begin to cry.
I'm sorry.
Roscoe grabs a rag, moves the skillet off the heat, turns the flame off, and covers the skillet to snuff out the flames. Hey. Are you okay, honey?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Kill. It's okay. Let me see. Let me see. Show me your hand.
Here, it's right here.
He looks at your hands, and then into your watery eyes. Without missing a beat, he stands up and places his left hand on the scorching hot skillet.
What are you doing?
Look, we're fine. See? He holds out his freshly scorched hand. Everyone makes mistakes. Just don't be stupid enough to do it again, yeah?
Okay.
He takes your hand in his unburnt hand and says, "I'm with you in everything, honey. Now, let's go grab the Neosporin, yeah?"
Yeah.
We flash back to the present. Kilana, you are being whisked away in Butch Orson's car. Your head pounds with the turn of events you faced in the last several hours. Your big night turned into a big nightmare. Watching your staff go down one by one, barely making it to a goddamned walk-in freezer, going to visit your Uncle Ray in the hospital only to be attacked by 3 butch-ass lunch ladies, and Chef seems to have taken it all in stride, offering very little detail and, apparently, taking you to fucking Spain. What do you do?
Kill will do very similarly to how she did before. Look to Chef in hopes that he will feel like talking this time around, like sharing. I don't know. Maybe something will come over him this time, right?
Chef's eyes are both on the road, both hands on the steering wheel, but he feels you looking at him, and he says, "I suppose I should thank you." You saved my life back there, in the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I did. I'm not expecting a thank you or anything like that. You're welcome, Chef. I don't, this is a weird situation. For me, you have taken all this really well, and I see that it's normal for you, and that's cool for you. But Chef, I really need you to meet me in the middle here and see that I'm struggling to grasp everything that's happened. And now, just so I'm same page, right? Now we're going to Spain? ?
We're going to see the Butcher of Madrid.
Right, yes, because I know exactly what that means. Right.
He's a friend of mine. Just stick with me, and I'll keep you safe.
Stick with you, and you'll keep me safe. Ooh. Ooh. And Kilana's like covering her face, and she's trying so hard not to lose her mind right now, because it would be so easy for her to lose her mind right now.
Your hands go to your face as you stare at the red light that you guys pull up to in Chef's Corvette. You take deep breaths as you sit there, just focusing on the beam of the lights because you can't bear to look anywhere else. And all of a sudden, you hear... And looking to your left, both of you see a large, dingy, but sturdy food truck. Bold pink letters spell out Tacos Infernales. And from the serving window, you see the faces of two of the bulky lunch ladies from the hospital, grinning. As you process this, the third lunch lady at the wheel of the truck takes a hard right straight into you. Roll for initiative.
Are you fucking kidding me? We just started, John.
I know what the pacing was gonna be.
When the conversation starts to die, I will try to make you die.
Damn it, Tanos, can you just talk to me, please? Jesus.
I was about to turn on a seat warmer for you, but then the scripted event happened. Okay, well, I rolled a natural 1, but I'm gonna use In the Weeds and an action point so I can go first.
I got a 4.
Butch, you are up first as you see the food truck takes a hard right and is heading right for the panel of your beloved Corvette.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a left turn onto the left road at the intersection and try and escape these guys.
Give me a mind roll to try and maneuver your Corvette away from them.
Can I add my new expertise, escape?
Yes, you can.
7.
Okay, that is a mixed success. So what's gonna happen is actually, you see them pull up, they begin to swerve into you, and you just step on the gas despite the red light. The very tip of the food truck digs into the side panel of your Corvette, and you hear a long as you screech past them. However, you do manage to move forward, but not before a different car T-bones you and sends you spinning. So, your car, which we're going to say has 10 HP, has just taken 1 HP worth of damage from this vehicle as you spin out in the middle of the intersection. As you try to orient yourself, and you manage to make yourself face the leftward direction that you wanted to go, but not before the food truck gets into motion. Seeing that you are in the middle of the intersection, it is going to use an action point to just go straight for you and try and hit the center mass of your vehicle. They are big-bodied and they are heavy. Oh! Okay. They slam straight into the car. Kilana, your head smashes against the window as the vehicle takes 4 points of damage. The lunch lady's inside laughing. But just from the feel of the impact, you know that this is going to be an expensive repair.
Oh, not the vet.
But Kilana, it is then your turn.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in this situation. Ah!
Throw your coffee on their windshield.
Huh?
Throw your coffee on their windshield.
Oh, my coffee. I have coffee.
I don't know. I probably got a coffee. I don't know. It's my car. I forgot.
I was going to say, I have Jell-O. I was just going to throw the Jell-O if I actually have that.
Kilana, give me an unlucky ranged attack to try and obscure their vision with Jell-O.
Yeah, that's valid.
Can I help her with this?
How would you like to help?
Maybe lower your window.
Lowering my window so she can...
I'm going to say that's required, so no.
That's crazy. I don't know. Lean back.
Yeah, I'm going to lean back
I got an 8, by the way.
You hurl the Jell-O and it splats on the windshield. However, you see that it is one of those fancy trucks that kind of auto turns on the windshield wipers.
What the fuck?
But you get the sense that for their next action, any sort of maneuvering will be unlucky as their view is obstructed. You do still have one action point left.
And Kill's gonna look at Chef I'm sorry, I don't know what to do in this situation. I would run. Can we drive? Does the car still work? Can we go?
He's trying to right the car, and he's just get the gun in the glove compartment.
What the fuck? And Kill's gonna scramble to open up the glove compartment and grab the gun.
Hold your breath, take aim, pull the trigger.
I've shot a gun before. Jesus, I'm not that bad. And she's gonna aim it out the window and towards the food. Whoever's in the driver's seat of the food truck.
Okay, so you're trying to get driver lunch lady.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes,
I mean, I'm not trying to kill anybody, and also there's Jell-O covering the thing, so she's
also just...
she's gonna do what she can.
I'm gonna say the Jell-O is gonna give you luck because they don't even know that you're aiming a gun at them. So please roll a ranged attack, lucky.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that was a 12.
Natural?
Natural?
Yeah.
Okay, you take aim at the lunch lady, and Kilana, you hear her voice reverberating through your mind from just a few minutes earlier. Nobody escapes Spaulina. As you breathe out and press the trigger, and we see the bullet in slow motion go out. It whizzes
Goes right past my eyes.
Yes, it whizzes past Butch's nose. Chef Orson, we see your eyes follow the bullet as it flies, and then it goes through right as the windshield wiper passes. It cracks through the windshield and goes flying straight in between the lunch lady's eyes. Pistols deal 3 damage, and with a crit, you dealt double.
Oh my god.
Spaulina is dead.
Oh my god.
Then, Butch, you feel suddenly the car lurch as she slumps over dead in the seat, her foot apparently falling harder on the gas pedal. And you are now still fighting for control of the vehicle, despite the dead lunch lady. You hear her compatriots go, "What? Spaulina! No!" Out into the night as it becomes their turn. You see Laika. She has a name tag. It says Laika. She leans out the side of the serving window of the food truck, and she's going to use the ability Pinchos. And you see she has a bunch of skewers, and she is going to begin to throw them at the car. She does not have a good shot on Kilana since you are in the passenger seat, so she is aiming at Butch. First one's a 5, that misses. Second one's a 12, not natural. So Butch, you are going to take 1 point of armor-piercing damage as a bamboo skewer goes straight through your tricep. However, it is then your turn.
Okay, sweet. To help wriggle ourselves out of this mess because the truck's overpowering our car, what seems unconventional, I'm going to turn to the left towards the car that is driving into us so that we can do essentially a U-turn.
Perfect. Give me a mind roll for that maneuver. You can expend a focus if you want to re-roll.
It is time to expend a focus. Okay, that's a 9. I don't need to add anything.
Okay, that is a full success as Butch, you keep pressing on the gas. You feel your car kind of scraping against the front of the food truck. You take a hard left and the car spins out just a little bit as the food truck shoots past, and you kind of make a U-turn and manage to put some space between you guys.
As we're U-turning, I'm going to grab the gun out of Kilana's hand and then aim through my driver window, through their driver window, at Laika in the passenger seat.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna say since you're in motion and you're doing a U-turn and you're spinning, you're gonna have bad luck on this, but roll that ranged attack.
Can we add military expertise to this?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. That is a 10.
Fantastic. That is a full success. As you see, Leica reaches down, grabs more bamboo skewers, gets ready to throw, and then the bullet goes flying. Before Leica even knows what happens, you have shot her in the hand, dealing 3 damage. She drops all of the skewers. American bastard! The food truck has a kind of exhaust hatch at the top for any fumes made during cooking. You see it swings open and out crawls the other lunch lady, who you can tell is named Matilda, who, Kilana, you recognize this was previously the one who hit you with steaming mashed potatoes. And she pulls out what almost looks like a giant, like, automatic machine gun, but like if it were a Nerf weapon, and it has like a big reservoir. And as she begins to fire, you see a bunch of hot sauce begin spewing out. Oh, fuck. She rolls a critical failure.
Nice.
As the hot sauce begins to spew onto the road, she sees that you are too far because of the U-turn. She kind of turns and lifts up to aim higher to try and make the liquid reach farther. But instead, the liquid flies up and then back onto her and down the hatch into the food truck. And you hear, oh, it's so spicy! She brings her hands to her eyes, tries to wipe the hot sauce away, but instead smears it in, and she goes, no! And is just gonna start rolling around on the top of the cabin, completely incapacitated. They lose their second action point.
Okay.
Kilana, it is then your turn.
I would like to leave now. I would like to leave. I would like to leave.
Chef Butch Orson hands her the gun.
What do I do with this? Can we just go again, please? They're down. They're clearly down. No one else needs to get hurt. Can we just go?
Kilana, you can skip your turn if you wish. If you just want to say let's get out of here, and he says okay, then we can skip your turn.
Can we go? I'm skipping. Can we go?
Yes, cover us.
Oh shit.
Kilana, a gun is thrust into your hands as Butch steps on it. Butch, give me a mind roll with luck to escape the lunch ladies.
Oh, can I add my expertise?
In escape? Yes.
Yeah. So that's a 8 with luck.
Okay. That is a mixed success, but a good mixed success. You begin to peel away. You see Matilda atop the food truck actually, because it's still kind of piloting itself, actually rolls off of the top of the food truck, slams onto the asphalt, goes, no! And as you begin to peel away, Leica, jumps out of the feral truck as it drives off of the median and into a river. You hear an explosion go off. Leica turns around through red, teary eyes and says, "You have not seen the last of the lunch ladies!" As you all make your escape.
Hello?
Is this Vinny Powell?
Yes, this is he.
Has this ever happened to you? The consequences of your actions come back to bite you in the ass and you get sued for every penny you own.
Whoa, hey, I don't take kindly to threats, okay?
I assure you this is no threat.
Who is this?
That is none of your concern.
Listen, I got a lot of money, I got a lot of good lawyers, and I got a lot of lawsuits. So if you think one more lawsuit is gonna make a difference, well then, whoop-pow, have I got a surprise for you.
If you want to avoid financial ruin, you'll meet me in the back room of Salesman Bluff, the bar, at midnight.
And why would I listen to you, huh? I don't know how much you know about Vinny Pow, but let's just say he allegedly knows how to make his problems disappear, okay?
If anything happens to me, a recording of your most embarrassing infomercial, along with a full dossier of how you defrauded your customers with the Pow Wow, will be released to Jerry Benetatos, Queso Loco, Victoria Madrid, Greta and Beignet, Alex Scapes My Ass, Ace Andrews, Regina Russell, Sam Olivos, Jordan Cobb, The Unnamed Rogue, NB Star, Doubtful Guest, Michael Richters, Davis Walden, Denny Dewdrop, Myth Mouse, Kelly Wolf, Brandon M. Bishop, Bridge, Twiglets, Joanna, Stan Sitzman, Scrambles the Death Dealer, Aaron Adams, Nathan Mesnard, Ruth Thanatos, Carrie Holmes, Melissa Rain, Sensational, That's a Plenty, Uvular Nutria, Normally Me, Dane Kohlhoff, Loon, Faust the Heavenly Demonic Monster, David Carlton, Lord Braxton Von Wendell III, Tracy Baby, and Waffle Marine.
What? But those are all the Dungeons & Drimbus patrons from patreon.com/Drimbus.
And I'm sure a good number of them are taking advantage of the 16% off annual memberships you get during the month of June.
No, but leaking my information to all of them would ruin me.
Them and anyone else who joins the Dungeons & Drimbus Discord as part of their membership.
What? No!
If you don't show up to our meeting, we'll even release bonus content audio on the Dungeons & Drimbus Patreon feed, featuring 3 hours of phone calls where you admit to committing tax evasion.
What? No, but why would they listen to it? They already get so much more interesting bonus content.
I know. I was just listening to After the Drimbus myself, where the cast discusses the episode and all the secrets behind the scenes. Look, have a listen.
I did text Amanda. I did a little reality TV producing right as she was going up for elimination. I was like, if you get eliminated, I need you to be in tears. And so I saw her start getting into the headspace, and then I saw the relief.
Wow. Pulling the strings.
He metagamed a little bit, but I was like, no, that's fair. It probably would have been real regardless. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I didn't know if you were gonna get eliminated or not, so I was like, genuinely
Pulling a Stanley Kubrick on your fucking characters like in The Shining.
Oh, man. If they like behind-the-scenes content like that and bonus series like The Witcher and Morkborg, then surely they'll want to listen to my incriminating evidence. What do you want from me?
I just want to see you. Goodbye, Vinnie Pal.
Kilana's silent. Kilana's staring at the gun.
He looks at her, sees she's in a disheveled state, and then turns on the seat warmer for her side.
And with that, you drive away. Finally, you pull into the parking lot of the Spanish Cut. Butch, these walls have been a second home to you when you needed it most. And the owner of the butcher shop, Juan España, steps out. He dons his classic white smock, covered in stains of a day's work. Black jeans, non-slip shoes, and a white and blue striped button-up shirt, sleeves rolled up. Juan wipes down his bald head with a towel, and his face, dotted with white stubble, breaks into a toothy grin. Bienvenido, hermano! A genuine pleasure to see you again. He wraps you in a massive bear hug.
Yeah, he hugs him back. Buenos, Juan.
Buenas. And then as Kilana presumably begins to get out of the car, he kind of like shoves you aside and he goes, Perdón, señora. My name is Juan España. Welcome to the Spanish Cut. And who must you be to have gotten yourself mixed up with this little troublemaker,
This is my sous chef, Kilana.
A pleasure, Miss Kilana.
She has like dead eyes right now. She's kind of just quiet and just like dead eyes. She's not making eye contact.
Yeah, chef slowly grabs the gun in her hand and puts it in his chef jacket.
He eyes her, he eyes you, and just kind of nods like, okay. And he goes, perhaps we will be inspired to conversation inside. Come. You both look in desperate need of a cleanup.
Ladies first.
Kilana's gonna roll her eyes and follow.
And with that, Juan leads you through the Spanish Cut. First, the customer-facing area, then through the back with various meats being cut, hung, and aged, and finally, down into a basement. Butch, you help him move the storage crates out of the way to reveal the hidden door that you know all too well. As the door slides open, you are both greeted with a finely decorated interior. Luxurious rugs cover rich wood flooring. Plush leather armchairs are placed artfully around a faux fireplace, a coffee table, and one of those globes full of hideously expensive bottles of alcohol. Juan goes over and plays a record of warm, inviting classical music before grabbing a bottle of cava. Kilana, Do you drink?
I do now.
Perfecto! Sit, both of you. And he gestures to the chairs and begins to pour each of you a glass.
Salud. And he'll take a sip.
Yeah. He toasts you and takes a sip himself. He leans back in the large armchair and he says, So, Butch, tell me, what happened? I thought you got out.
I thought so too. Spoke with the stealth inspector. He told me to come to you.
Yes, he warned me you were coming. That's why I was prepared. Somewhat. Are you sure this was him?
He left his mark. And I pull out the pitchfork with the branding on it.
He looks at it and says, Coño. I've been keeping him at arm's length as of late. I figured he wouldn't let me out, but I'm tired of cleaning up his messes at this point.
I was hoping you could shed some light on what happened. And more importantly, why.
I'm afraid I don't have information there. But I can try to set something up for you. I still have connections to him. As we both know, though, the devil is not stupid. He'll know something's up. I'll just have to trust that you are quicker than he is clever.
I would greatly appreciate it.
Let me make a few calls. And he begins to step up out of the chair. And Butch! He gestures at your ragged tank top. And you see, he almost looks offended. He goes, Change out of that rag. This is a respectable establishment. And he tosses you a black t-shirt off of a rack and walks through a door at the far end of the room.
So Butch takes off the tank top, and on his back we see a Jackson Pollock painting of scars just all over the back.
Yeah.
Some on the arms as well.
Kilana, there is a shocking amount of gnarled flesh from what you can tell, where some very small but lasting wounds and others much larger and nastier, as you also see the telltale signs of perhaps a deeper cut being stitched up here and there all across Butch's back as he changes out of the tank top and into the shirt.
Kilana finishes the rest of her drink, like in one full swig, and is just like trying not to be caught that she did look at him. So she is also blushing, but she's like fully just trying to not focus on that. She doesn't know if she's impressed or concerned. She doesn't know even how to respond.
And he'll sit down and have another drink. Or the rest of his drink.
Yeah, you sit marinating in the awkward silence, and you have your drink and then reach over for the bottle of kava to pour yourself another.
Kilana will hold her glass out for a refill since she's empty.
I am sorry for all this, but as I said, you and your family will be well compensated.
I am unsure of how to respond to that, Chef. There's not much family you should really even need to worry about, so just fill my glass, would you?
And he'll take the bottle of alcohol and pour her another drink. I suppose we'll cross that bridge when we get there. My main concern is your safety.
Right. What happens after this? Just so I have some idea of what to expect, please.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, and then he should leave us alone. And then you can go back to your normal life.
With all due respect, Chef, I can't see that far ahead.
Just stay on my hip, and you will be fine.
After a little while, the butcher returns. He takes a sip of his kava and leans back in an armchair. Okay, so, no dice on the devil. But I've set up a meeting with his second in command, the Frenchman. He'll be at their usual operating base, a nightclub called the Fop Bucket. I believe you're familiar. See the place? Surprisingly good food. Take one of my delivery trucks. He's expecting me with the delivery, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they know something is up already. He will most definitely know where the devil is. But if he gets away from you, you'll stand no chance of finding him. Make it count.
Gracias, Juan.
De nada. And of course, I can't let you go without some goodies. Come with me. And then as he stands up, he goes, What's going on? He looks at you and goes, this is not... The vibe is off.
Things are complicated. Kilana is not used to my lifestyle.
No, pause. Now that she's had like at least a full glass or two of the drink, she's back to her normal, I guess. I'm not used to your life. I didn't know this was your lifestyle. Juan, was it?
Si, senora.
Thank you. You've been a gracious host. My name's Kilana, but forgive me because I have no idea what's going on. And your friend here, this guy, refuses to talk to me about what's going on, where we're going.
I see. He sits Butch down, like he comes over and he grabs Butch by the shoulders, like gently, like massaging him, but he sits him down, and Butch, you know the gesture well. And then he comes over, he does the same to Kilana, and he sits down in an armchair and he goes, okay, Butch had a problem with opening up to others. When he first came to my doors, I don't think I got more than 2 sentences out of him in the first month. So we're going to play a little game. And he scoots the chair over and he says, your glasses, please.
He hands his glass.
Here you go.
He refills you all and he goes, we are going to play 2 truths and a lie. Kilana, you will try to guess Butch's lie, and Butch, you will try to guess Kilana's lie. If you get it wrong, you drink. If you get it right, the opponent drinks. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why don't I start? I am from Barcelona. I see Butch as a dear friend, almost a son. And I have presents for both of you.
See, I would be inclined to say that you're not from Barcelona, because everyone kept saying the butcher from Madrid.
Correct! And now I get to drink. And he takes a nice big gulp out of his glass. He goes, see, it's easy. Kilana, why don't you start?
Okay. I'm from New Orleans. I never really knew either of my parents. And today was probably the first time I've ever killed somebody.
Congratulations.
I don't...
And also my condolences.
Yeah, maybe that one more so. Thanks.
Apologies. Butch?
Do I remember her signing on the application that where she's from?
Roll a mind check.
Then it's a 9.
Full success. You remember she is indeed from New Orleans.
You did know one of your parents.
And Kalana's like looking at you, and her eyes are all squinty. Is that your final answer, Chef?
It is. He looks back at you.
And she will quietly just take a sip from her glass.
See, now we are playing. Congratulations on knowing at least one of your parents. Butch.
I am the best chef in the world. I am involved in organized crime. And I am a woman.
Okay. Did he not get the game? Chef, with all due respect, and correct me if I'm wrong, you are not a woman.
That is correct. And he drinks his alcohol.
Okay, we are 1-1. It's a tense match. Kilana, you're up next.
We're continuing this game.
Oh, there has to be a winner.
I think we're all drinking, so we're all winning.
He says correct, and he pours himself a glass and then immediately downs it.
And Kilana actually laughs for the first time in what feels like forever.
There we go. See, life is not that serious. We need to laugh a little bit. Come on, Kilana, give us some. What do we have?
Okay. One of the first recipes I ever messed up were a batch of snickerdoodle cookies. One of my first jobs was at McDonald's. And my biggest dream went up in flames recently.
Say it with a little bit more, zest. Come on. My biggest dream went up in flames.
My biggest dream went up in flames.
There we go. Okay, Butch.
Ooh.
You would not work at McDonald's.
Wrong. I did. I had to. It was the easiest job I could get to start off. We all have to start somewhere, don't we, Chef?
Indeed. That's probably why your palate needed some work.
My palate needed some work.
Drink.
Yeah, Butch Orson drinks.
What was the like, Kilana?
There was no lie.
Oh, you are you are a sneakster. I like this one. Okay, that is 2 points, Kilana, 1 point, Butch. Butch, it is your turn.
I was expelled from an orphanage. I met my best friend in the military, and I knew my mother very well.
I'm inclined to go with the mom one.
No, I never knew my mother. But I never met my best friend in the military either.
So you did 2 lies and a truth?
I miscalculated.
It happens. And Kilana will down the drink.
Okay, we're 2-2. So much angst. Give me something a little happier. Come on.
My favorite thing to cook is a seafood Cajun boil. I don't really drink. And I am left-handed.
The second one is a lie.
The second one's a lie? No, I don't really drink, Chef. I'm right-handed.
You're drinking right in front of me.
How do you not know I'm right-handed? I've been working with you for like 6 months now. How do you not know? How do you not know? And now she's like, she goes from like laughing it off to looking kind of concerned. Like, how do you not know I'm right-handed, Chef?
Anyone
What?
can use either hand if they put their mind to it.
Yeah, but
You're drinking right in front of me, and I can't deny that.
what?
Oh, Butch, you like to pretend you have such wonderful powers of observation. When I offered her a drink, I asked, "Do you drink?" And she said, "I guess I do now."
Thank you. You see? Come on, Chef.
All right, Butch. You lose this one and the game is over. Give us your best.
I ran a restaurant in Belgium. I was born in South Africa. And I killed a man with a banana.
You were not born in South Africa.
A little smirk comes from Butch Orson. I was. No one's ever killed anyone with a banana.
What? Damn it. I was actually really hoping that one was true.
Oh, see, there we go. The atmosphere is lighter. Okay, we are 3-3. We need a tiebreaker round. We're going to play, and you see he refills your glasses again.
Oh, God.
He downs 2 glasses back to back, and he goes, okay, we're going to play Truth or Dare.
There we
Oh,
go.
no.
Whoever does not comply with the other's request loses the game. Kilana, ladies first.
Chef, truth or dare?
He looks to Juan to see if he's hinting to either one.
You see he's like standing behind Kilana, and he mouths truth.
Okay. He'll look back at Kilana. Truth.
Chef,
He looks at you.
who is the devil?
The devil is my mentor.
More detail than that, Butch, or you lose the game.
His name is Franklin Morelli. And he looks to Juan.
Butch loses. Okay. The devil, famed chef and runner of a culinary criminal enterprise. He runs any number of enterprises from nightclubs to restaurants to food trucks and other such events, and uses them as a money laundering / other scheme-capable vehicle for more nefarious enterprises. Butch here was a top commandant of his for a while until he retired not too long ago. However, it would appear that retirement was very short-lived.
Huh.
Now, Kilana, it is not fair to just give you the win, so truth or dare.
Oh, dare.
Okay, I dare you to make sure this knucklehead, and he pokes Butch, he goes, does not get killed wherever you are going.
Huh? You want... I'll do my best.
You can say no, but you have to lose the game.
No, I'll do it. I accept your dare.
Okay, tell you what, and he puts out his hand, he goes, if you bring him back in one piece, I will give you a lifetime supply of fresh shrimp for your seafood boils.
And she takes her hand, but she like falls to her knees. She's very drunk at this point. She takes her hand and she like looks up at you, and you can tell there's like tears forming in her eyes. She's like, thank you so much.
Of course.
Perhaps this game was not a good idea.
You listen here. And she's going to turn around real quick, and she's pointing at you again. She's going to grab your face with like one hand. You don't get to die now. You understand? You're not dying. Not when there's shrimp on the line. A lifetime supply of shrimp. Chef, I know that doesn't mean much to you because you're probably like loaded, but I'm not. So prepare to not die. And she's gonna like slap your face gently, like, bah. Okay.
It doesn't move.
That's naturally. Okay. And she's gonna stand up and like pat herself down. Thanks for that. I heard you have presents for us. You said that? You have gifts, right?
Yes, I do. Come with me. And with that, you see the butcher has like just a wide grin on his face as he's very pleased with how this event has turned out. And he walks up to a bookcase. Mounted on the wall beside it is a cleaver, which he turns ever so slightly with a satisfying click. The bookcase slides out of the way to reveal a more clinical white room, full of all manner of gadgets, many of them kitchen-themed. The stealth inspector rang me up, told me you may be in need of some fresh gear. Didn't have a ton of time, but I think you'll be pleased. And he leads you into the room, if you follow.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
First up, uniforms. Sorry to say, and like he kind of glances over the two of you, goes, but both of you look awful.
Thanks.
Miss Kilana, what size jacket do you wear?
Like a small or medium?
Perfect. Try these on. And he hands both of you a crisp, pristine chef's jacket. Stark white with gold trim around the sleeves and neckline. It feels durable, yet flexible.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, God. Holy crap.
The Spanish cut coat. These are made from our in-house reinforced aramid fiber. Several layers for the best impact dampening we've been able to achieve. It's not unbreakable, but it may just save your life. And suddenly he pulls out a pistol and shoots at a dummy wearing one of the chef's jackets. And you see the bullet impacts and clatters to the ground.
What? Oh, it's
So mechanically, your new jackets provide you with 3 armor, and it is resistant to bullets, meaning any damage that you incur from ballistic weapons will be halved. For you, Butch, I was saving this for your birthday, but given the circumstances and your penchant for the dramatic, I suppose now is as good a time as any. Juan grabs what appears to be a beautiful, intricately designed white teapot.
Oh, yeah.
It has elegant, swooping curves, and upon closer inspection, engravings. The engravings are light and filled in with gold coloring, almost resembling a Greek ostracon. They depict a large New York City building, not unlike the orphanage you grew up in. Next to that is a young man in combat fatigues wielding a rifle. The bullet smashes the border of the engraving, which then becomes a scene of the same young man working the counter at a butcher shop, with a larger, balder man smiling behind him. Next is a scene of the young man, now older, wielding a pitchfork and surrounded by broiling flames. You notice the final engraving is not yet inked with the gold paint, but the engraving is still there. You see the same man in front of a restaurant, Pandora's Oven. And for the first time, the man is depicted as smiling. Not quite finished, but you understand the sentiment.
Much obliged.
Also, this is an assassin's teapot. He opens the pot to show you there are multiple chambers within. You see the holes by the handle? Plug the one on the left, and the larger reservoir pours out. Plug the one on the right, and the smaller interior reservoir pours out. I thought you'd appreciate the craftsmanship. Didn't expect you to be putting it to use anytime soon, though.
It's perfect. Thank you.
Miss Kilana, what do you think?
Of the teapot?
Yes.
It's gorgeous. It's stunning, really. Yeah, beautiful.
I liked it so much, and he reaches behind him and he grabs the bottle of kava you guys were having earlier, that I had it made in the shape of my favorite bottle of kava. You have been drinking nothing but water.
Oh.
And the chef does laugh. Chef actually laughs at that.
Oh, color me surprised. That's crazy.
Well done, friend.
The power of the mind, myth golds.
Yeah,
Touche.
very much touche. I must have been dehydrated as hell. Wow.
And lastly, something for you, Senora Kilana. Mr. Orson here loves to put on a stoic, brave face, but he needs his friends. He looks after them. And he needs them to look after him. If this big dummy bites off more than he can chew, you've already promised me that you would look after him. So, here. And he hands you a beautiful, iridescent, glittering knife. It is so dazzling it almost blinds you. We've been toying with launching our own line of cutlery. This is certainly no Damascus steel, so be gentle with it. But it kind of draws the eye in a way that's hard to look past. Keep their attention on that instead of all your soft, squishy body parts. Plus, customers eat it up. And he holds out the knife to you.
Yeah, I can see why. Thank you so much. It's gorgeous. Thank you.
Of course. You grab the rainbow knife, and you instinctively know that mechanically it always rolls attacks with luck. And once it is drawn, it causes enemies to roll with bad luck against you. However, because it is weaker, all failures with the knife count as critical failures, expending 1 weapon durability. And, please, keep the jackets clean. And he tosses Butch a tiny high tide pen, which you can use to maintain your jacket. You shake it, you feel the liquid inside, and you know that this can restore a total of about 5 charges of armor to your jackets.
Speaking of knives, Juan, would you happen to know where mine is?
You lost it?
Ever since the attack.
I'm sorry, my friend. I could give you one from here, but I don't think any of them are going to be up to your high standards. That was a special piece of kit.
Well, I certainly won't be cooking with any of them.
Well then. And he reaches over and he grabs what appears to be a regular knife. A nice one, but certainly not as nice as yours. He goes, just in case. And he holds it out to you.
Much obliged. I'll take it.
And that's all I've got for you. Anything else, my friends?
You take care, Juan. I'd hate for you to get mixed up in all of this.
You too. Well, I mean, you're already mixed up, but you know what I mean.
Shall we go, Kilana?
Yeah, I guess so. But nice to meet you, Juan. Thank you.
Likewise. And Butch, look out for that one. I like her.
She is my sous chef.
And with that, he tosses you keys to the delivery truck.
And he'll gesture for Kilana and then head out.
You load into Juan España's delivery truck. The white truck bearing a large red stamp-like logo that reads, The Spanish Cut. And as you put the truck into reverse to back out of the parking lot, the butcher salutes you from the doorway with a smile. Cheery on the surface, but a slight undercurrent of tiresome worry in his eyes, as he sends you on your way to Atlantic City. This has been Yes Chef. Yes Chef features the vocal talents of Amanda Fernandez-Acosta as Kilana Golds and Nicholas Benetatos as Butch Orson. The rest of the world is voiced by our BG, Giancarlo Herrera, with editing by Schooner and sound design by Giancarlo Herrera. A special thank you to all the patrons for supporting this show. Mwah, that's a French kiss from all of us at Whimsic Productions. If you would like to support the show, consider signing up at patreon.com/dreambus to get access to exclusive bonus content, free merch, and the chance to include items in the show or have NPCs named after you. There are quite a few this season. You may also consider leaving a review of Dungeons & Dreambus on the podcast app of your choice, or sharing us with your friends and on social media. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you all next week.
Oui, but monsieur, why did you not notify me before taking action? No, I understand. Of course you did not need to run things by me, I had no clue, and it is not normally the way our dynamic works. Oui, Devil. I will get right on it. Julien!
Yes, Chef?
I need you to get on a flight to accompany the boss. C'est très mauvais.
Everything alright, boss?
This is very, very bad. I don't understand what is in his head. It is so unlike him not to clue me into his plans. And now... now...
Now what?
Now... the brother is coming.